This foundation is Nkyirema Anidaso Foundation. Nkyirema Anidaso literally means hope of the future leaders. The foundation is located in Sunyani in the Brong-Ahafo region of Ghana and was founded in 2015 by Baba MOHAMMED and ASANTE SIAW ENOCH. Their target areas are sports, education, and charity. Their objective is to provide children who are orphans, less privileged, and those from extremely poor homes but with talent to develop a better life for themselves, their families, communities, and their country as well. There are a lot of these children in the rural areas in Ghana living in extreme poor conditions but with brilliant talents in sports, especially soccer, and low level of education in their communities. If these children are given the best education and facilities to develop their talents, they will be great stars. We are currently offering scholarship to 12 children drawn from the various communities in Brong-Ahafo. These children are enrolled in various best schools in Sunyani, the regional capital.
I am Baba MOHAMMED, the CEO of BA Tours Ghana. As a tour guide, I had the opportunity to travel across the length and breadth of this country, Ghana, and some other parts of Africa. With these trips, I meet a whole lot of people, including the less privileged people. So as a tour guide, I keep on asking myself, looking at these less privileged people, how do they survive and what is the future of them? So I have always had the desire to support the less privileged. Meeting my friend ENOCH in Brong-Ahafo, we set up an NGO, which is non-profit organization. We did not plan on making anything profitable to ourselves, but to promote the needed relief to the less privileged kids. So we set up Nkyirema Anidaso Foundation, which is hope for the future leaders in Ghana here. We have plans from years back to support the less privileged, but after this trip of going around the length and breadth of this country, Ghana, and some part of Africa, I quickly called him that, hey my friend, I think this is the time, because I have seen the parasitic relations between those of us in the city and those at the rural areas. We saw a whole lot of people looking at how they live, how they survive was something not encouraging, something that is having a future. So we have come together to fight for the freedom of this less privilege. So we saw it very nicely to put them together with the little we can to provide the needed relief for such less privileged kids in Ghana and some part of Africa. We are doing our possible best to provide the needed results. When I say needed results, I mean about the aim, providing quality education to these kids.
Nkyirema Anidaso Foundation was established in the year 2015. Its aim of establishment is to help the orphans and the less privileged. We had this vision from infancy. There are a lot of children who are in the villages and the hinterlands who are suffering from so many chances and who lack quality education and also don't develop on their given talent. So we took upon ourselves, we are from the same area, so we took it upon ourselves to go around the region to look for all those children who are in need of this quality education and to develop their talents. We have a case study of the one we started with Jeffrey Kwame Prince, which we took him from a village in the Doma East district called Brong-Ahafo.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome.
This is one of the testimonies from a boy who had benefited from the foundation. Mami Efia Janet, a native of Doma Akwemu, and this is her version of what has happened to her life. About 2.5 years ago, a teacher took Jamfi, my son, to Subin Krum, a town in the Doma East district, to help his school qualify for the district inter-school competition. Jamfi came back with the information that upon his performance, a certain man has told him that they will help him. At first, I was doubting. I didn't take it serious until one day, the men came to see me and my family. Their message was to take Jamfi to the capital city and give him better education and develop on his talent, that is football. The family agreed, so finally he was taken to Sunyani. I was very happy that day that my son departed to the city. I have been struggling to take care of 5 children as a single parent. Jamfi's father left me when I gave birth to him, and since then I haven't seen him again. As a nursing mother, I had no option than to go back to farming whilst Jamfi will be at my back and I will be weeding in the hot sun. There were times I had wanted to give up in life, but if I think of my children, then I put a stop to it and believed that God will see me through. I've cried a lot in my life, but thanks to God and the foundation that has rescued me from some of my burdens. I have visited my son in Sunyani, and I was very happy to see my son grow nice and have improved tremendously in his education and playing very well too. I always pray to God to bless the foundation, to get support, to help other children in worse situations than mine. I've wept, suffered and been traumatized in life, but thank God, the foundation is here to help me. I wish to see my son in the near future as one of the best footballers in the world.
My name is Chairman Andrew, the head teacher of St. James Primary School in Sunyani, Brong-Ahafo region, Ghana. 2 years ago, Mr. ASANTE and his team came to my office seeking for admission for a child they wanted to help. who is in a village, and this child is by name Master Jemfi Prince, whom they saw in the village being a very good footballer, but academically, where he was schooling was not good. So I gave them admission when the boy came to my school. Really, initially I saw that the boy was very weak academically. In view of that, he was repeated in his class. Lo and behold, this boy tried very hard and learned so that he became academically sound, and he was able to pass his final exam and move to the next class.
I'm Peter C., class teacher in class 6 of St. James Primary School. Jemfi Prince has been my student for the past 2 years. He's known to be a very good boy, very gentle, and also contributive in class. In fact, when he came first to the school, his academic performance was not all that encouraging. But with time, the teachers in the school were able to mold him. As a class teacher, I also took my time and took him through extra teachings. Also through my advice and advice from other teachers, I was able to back up and his performance got improved. When he came, as I said first, because the performance was not all that encouraging, he even repeated the class. But due to the advice and the extra work put out by teachers, this has helped him to improve upon his performance, which now led to his promotion to the JHS level, that is JHS 1.
Our main aim is to give the children quality education and also to develop on their given talent. Giving them quality education, there are so many of them which, if you see where they walk from to their various schools in their villages, it is an eyesore. So from 2015 up to now, we currently have 12 boys who are currently living with us. We've rented an apartment for them and they are in the various schools doing very, very well. These 12 boys were picked from the various villages across the region, which we saw that they are very, very, very good in football. They play very well in their various schools, but they lack certain amenities or they lack certain infrastructures who can enhance or develop their given talents. So we brought all these children to the city, we put them in the various schools to give them the facilities they need that they can develop on their talent. They are doing well academically and they are playing very, very well.
Our aim of this organization is to provide quality education to these less privileged kids. Secondly, most of the kids we pick up are kids that really enjoy themselves, like football, and we have seen that football is their talent. So we want to help them so that they can get used to their talent, focus on their talent as footballers in future. Make sure we cut down poverty in rural areas that these kids find themselves in. So we're doing this to support them. If you're able to help a kid to know his or her dream to become a footballer, as a footballer, he will be paid or she will be paid. At the end of the day, the kids behind him will also benefit from his story. So when I say to cut down poverty in rural areas, that is how I mean it. And also, most of the kids that we pick up, there have been some females in it. And most of the villages have these cases of teenage pregnancy. So we are doing this to cut down or reduce teenage pregnancy in rural areas in Ghana and some part of Africa.
What I saw about this boy is that this boy is very good footballer, and he has helped the school in many ways. One of the things he has done for us is helping the school to win the Super Zonals. Prince is now doing well, both academically and on the field of football. We are praying that he can do very well and become somebody, a good footballer in future, so that my school and my teachers will be proud of him. In fact, he has earned the name Alakosa, which I don't know where he got it from. I know prayers as they are, sometimes we take some names. So he has a maiden name, Alakosa. And when he's in the field praying, really you love it. Alakosa is a very good prayer.
When it comes to sporting activities, I am the sports teacher of the school. Looking at his performance in sporting activities, he does very well when it comes to that. He is part of the school team. He even captained my team. Anytime we have a match outside the school. Due to his hard work and serious performance, we were able to take our school name higher. We even represented the Sunyani municipality at the Super Zonal sports competition, which was organized at Susek. We played a lot of matches with our counterparts. This boy I'm talking about, Kwame Jemfi Prince, performed marvelously, and he became the center of attraction on the field. Everybody wanted to watch all his matches. So anytime it was about for St. James Primary School to partake in a competition, all were rushing to watch this boy's match. After the match, some officials from the Nestor Milo, who were the organizers of the competition, even came to hail this young boy. And I know for sure, if he's able to continue with this hard work and also embark on his Christian life, that is a spiritual aspect too, very well, I know the Almighty God will lift him higher. I wish him all the best, and I wish the very best of Kwame Jemfi Prince in his career.
Jemfi is a player that I've watched severally. He is a young chap that, if given the opportunity and good development, he can be a good player, because from where he came from, after watching him for about 4 or 5 occasions, I realized that he has all the technical abilities to be a good player. Because those of us in the media, we follow players and they see their prospects. If you look at him technically, how he handles the ball, he is a good passer of the ball, and also he always plays as a team player. Normally players with skills tend to prove to their colleagues that they are the best. So some of them don't follow instructions and they end up not getting to place where they want to. Because we always say the talent only plays 5%, but development and discipline has the 95% of developing a player. So I think Jemfi, if given opportunity, well developed, he can be one of the big names. Watching him, he has the ability of mercy, but the question has always been, if you look at where mercy came from and the development that were given to him, can Jemfi get same development? That has been our bane of developing players in our side of the world. But I think he is a good player. As young as he is, if given the chance, he can go places. If you look at the talent in our side of the world is in abundance. We have a lot of talents, but the development is the problem. Gemfi, I can frankly tell you that we have about 10 of thousands of Gemfis in our area. So the problem that we are facing now is how to bring them up, take good care of them, give them the necessary requirements, and then the opportunity to excel. And with that, it's about financial development and everything.